What's up, gang? I know sometimes I talk about some kind of weird, goofy, wild, crazy records on this video series, the Sugar Plum Gang for Christmas and all that kind of thing. I still plan to do plenty more of that in the future, but I want to ground myself every so often and just talk about a really dope, great, underrated, kind of lesser known record, but something that's just really solid, great hip hop record, not something that's amusing or silly or whatever. So today I'm going to talk about a guy who I probably should have blogged about years ago. He's pretty well known in the underground scene, but pretty not at all known in the mainstream scene because he's never really had a major label deal. He's put out several records over the years, but they're all very underground. He's from Philly, and his name is Jewel T. So dating all the way back to 1987, this record here is called Rock Nice, backed with Ride the Crossfade on his own Jewel Records. And actually, honestly, this really isn't the one to get. This is the one I've got, and maybe it's more collectible just because it's the original pressing that's older. But the next year, in 1988, he re-released this with a whole other song called I Like It Loud, and it comes with a picture cover, and it still features these songs on this 12-inch, also one there. So in a way, that's really the preferable version, but this is the one I've got. So this is the 1987 version. It doesn't have I Like It Loud, which is just as good as the other two songs. Like, I think my favorite is Rock Nice, but they're all very close together. So Jewel T is the MC. He's got a DJ named DJ Dollar Bill who does a lot of cutting on all these records, which is definitely a lot of fun. He's from Philly. He's very well known in the spheres that know him as an LL Cool J clone, which I kind of hate using. I mean, when you hear the records, you'll definitely hear it in there. You'll definitely probably think LL Cool J cloned yourself too. But I think what it is that what I like about him, how his voice and style is just even a little bit removed from LL Cool J, are kind of what I like about him. Like, I kind of actually prefer it to the kind of classical LL Cool J stuff. So I hate writing him off that way, but definitely it's in there. There's also some Run DMC in here and stuff. 1987, hardcore MC, that's really kind of not that many modes to follow. And he sounds really dope, though. And let's face it, I mean, LL Cool J in 87, 88 was killing it, so that's not exactly a bad guy to be a clone of anyway. But yeah, so Jewel T's the MC. He has a DJ named DJ Dollar Bill who does a lot of cutting on all his songs, which is definitely a lot of the fun. This is really his second record. He had one in like 86, and again, he did the second version of this in 88. And he had a bunch more records over the years, all the way into the 90s, including some kind of rare unreleased full-length albums, which are really hard to track down, like limited cassette kind of stuff. But his later stuff, he really jumped whole hog into the G-Funk scene. So it's like dope, dope, dope. Early 90s, he's got some of that sort of Professor Griff, Public Enemy kind of sampling style in there and all. And then, boom, like a switch. Suddenly, pure Dr. Dre, Warren G kind of G-Funk kind of stuff. And it's not terrible, like he's good at it. He's still a pretty solid MC. But really, the early classic era Jewel T is it for me, at least. But focusing on this record here, again, it's just the two songs in this particular version, Rock Nice and Ride the Crossfade. Both of them, you're going to hear some familiar samples. Actually, though, on Rock Nice, the main sample is that that De La Soul used for Me, Myself, and I, except that was in 1989. This is 87, so we actually had it first. It's a little bit more subtle and kind of muted down in the mix on this version, but actually, that's kind of a playful, silly, goofy kind of song. Here it is just more strict hardcore kind of stuff, so in a way for purists, this is probably preferable. Ride the Crossfade has a lot of samples because it's all about sort of the DJ mixing up the records and stuff mid-song, so it's got a lot of stuff you're going to recognize. The instrumentals are on the flip, which is one thing you actually do lose if you do get the 1988 version. The 88 version has an instrumental for I Like It Loud, but it does not have these instrumentals, so they are exclusive to this version, so there's a reason to get this, and again, maybe it's more of a collector's item, but still I recommend the 88 version. But so this has the two songs, the instrumentals. What's fun about Jewel T too is, again, he's pretty hardcore, but he's actually kind of rocking a very early, sort of prototypical punchline style. Like, he's got a lot of sort of punchlines and clever lines in there. And now, admittedly, clever raps have been around since Spoonie G and before hip-hop was on wax. But the more punchliney kind of style really, codified in the 90s. And this is well before that, and you definitely kind of see, record really feels like a bridge in between the clever kind of lyrics of everything from Sugar Hill Gang talking about, the macaroni is soggy and the peas are mush, to, Chino McSal just taking it to the uber extreme. There's really more of a punchliney feel to this guy's lines. Not consistently, a lot of it's just kind of cool verses and stuff, but he's definitely got them like crazy. And there's Family Feud references and stuff, and like he changes his up delivery to be like the punchline to Family Feud and stuff. So there's that kind of thing going on. But it's not too jokey, thankfully. pretty just solid, dope, raw hip-hop. Also, impressively, Jewel T does pretty much all of his own production. He does have a co-producer, TKD, who produced some other guys around that era as well, but Jewel T gets most of the credit. He has like special drum programming credit and everything on here, so I'd say it's mostly him, and of course the cuts by DJ Dollar Bill, but also it's the three of them, to be fair, and give credit all around, especially on this particular 12-inch. But it's just cool that, you know, Jewel T really hands-on in all elements and really made this record work. So I'm going to play some clips of it now because it's dope. So here we go. Jewel T, Rock Nice, followed by Ride the Crossfade, 1987, Jewel Records.
Rock Nice. For borders and the price, you must get loose. Rock of the highest caliber combined with juice. The status I've attained is equal to none, and I must show boogies how it's gotta be done. Shall not cease, nor be doubted. Rock so nice, keep the dance floor crowded. Sorry, wrong beat. Party navigator, transform to a phantom. Suckers on my tip and don't know me from Adam. Coming to the crib saying, yo, you wanna battle? Your best head stop and learn how to raise cattle on the rock. With the heart of a lion. Suckers can't dance, but you keep on trying. Blow on the fader, yes, a circuit breaker. Taking no shorts, cause there's no shorts taker. Champagne sipper, style trendsetter. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yo, give me some guitar. In the place to be. My name's Jewel T, your music narrator. He's Dollar Bill, kicking live on a fader, going all for eon. Learn while you listen. Hard rock sound for your stereo system. I'm licensed to carry on a rock parade. Let the games begin. Yo, Bill, ride the crossfade. On a track, keep a large sum check as my throat contracts. As the record evolves, it forces you to relax. Create a rhyme in a mind, transform it to wax. Bill rock the fader cause it's gotta be done. He'll even sing a song if it had to be sung. Bell ringer, make them ring cause they had to be wrong. And if you bite around my mind, I'm cutting off your tongue. Fresh out the pack, I'm trying to tell you now. If you disagree with me, then yell it out loud. Cause I'm running suckers over like a musical plow. I see you trying to dance, but you don't know how. It's me, Jewel T, on the mic crusade as my DJ Dollar Bill rides the coffee. Now I'm your A7, can you can't believe it or not? Jewel T has arrived from the Legion of Rock. Dollar Bill's on the fader, nice like legend. Stop, saluting sucker rat and start pledging. He's nice. A music inventor, be careful on his board cause you might get splinters. He's an emperor. Toy Boy Slayer, he's my band and I'm his rhyme sayer. You best go for yours cause it's going for his. Joe Bill, where's the beat? To the break.